Hi all, welcome to Urban History, and today I'm unboxing the BTR-60 PA/PB from Rubicon Models. So, you can build two different versions, and I think you can build it with a waterline and on the ground. Got some nice decals there. Bit of a shame there's no Ukrainian decals, as these were used in 2014 in Donbass. But it's odd that there's World War II style Polish decals. I would have thought these would have been the only ones, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, let's open it up and have a look. So we have inside some sprues. Something I found very interesting is rubber tires, which is quite nice. We have, of course, our instruction manual, and there's our decals. They look mostly pretty nice. I think one of the Angolan decals is off there. Yep, one of the Angolan decals is off. Same with the Vietnamese ones. I had the same trouble on the PT-76. The East German ones look okay. The Syrian ones are alright. Not sure who that's meant to be between Poland and Croatia. How's it meant to look on here? Could be Egypt, I don't know, honestly, who that's meant to be. The Hungarian ones, the dot isn't centered, which is a bit frustrating. Looks pretty decent otherwise. I've always been a big fan of Rubicon's decals, but I found on their Cold War kits they've been a bit hit and miss. Got our instruction booklet, and if we open it up, there you go. So you got a whole bunch of different instructions. And I thought you could construct a waterline variant. Maybe you can, and I'm just not seeing it. In any case, because I believe this was amphibious, but I could be wrong. Have a look at these sprues. I'll get them cut open and then we'll have a look. Now off the bat, one thing I really like is the hulls are single pieces. I believe this is the A version and this is the B. They look rather beautiful. And then we get the lower hull also all in one piece, which is quite nice. Now, whether you can do a hull, a waterline hull or not, in any case, you will not have enough pieces to do both hulls. I've noticed it from, here it is, we've only got one of, this is the thing that goes at the front to push the water up. There does seem to be enough hatches though, so maybe I might be able to turn one into a destroyed one for a piece of terrain, or something. But yes, looks quite nice. I'll have a quick look here. We got, I'm gonna say those are the axles for the wheels probably. That would be my guess. We got the water pusher thing, some handles, some hatches, wheels. Couldn't tell you. Some jerry cans, a dishka. It's one dishka, I think. Yep. And there is our little waterline propeller. On this one, we got some more hatches. I don't know the name of that machine gun. It's smaller than a dishka. Some more hatches here. I think that's going to be the machine gun in the turret. I think it's a dishka on the P version, but I don't know. More hatches. There's the turret for the B version. Moving along, more hatches, some grills, and our commander, who actually has a surprisingly okay face. A lot of the times, the commanders on Rubicon models are not that good. That's quite decent. And then we got some headlights here. It looks like we've got, oh, if it'll focus. Get it to focus, there we go. Looks like we have both wartime lights and not wartime lights. I don't really know what you call them properly. Overall, looks to be a pretty good kit. I'm pretty keen to put it together. Yeah. just a tad over 2 hours later, and this is done. Very enjoyable kit. I think what I like most, if I can do this one-handed, is these can come off and on nice and easily, meaning I can remove them for ease of painting. There was a couple of things. Now, I'm building this as a wargamer, and so if you're building this as a model maker, you're going to have a different experience. I absolutely hated all these railings. They were incredibly fiddly. It took me 5 or 6 tries to get it on every single time, and yeah, I absolutely hated it. It was not fun. The whole kit was fun. The railings were not fun. Even these fiddly headlights were fun. The one thing I would change on the instructions is it said to do the plate last and the support arms first. I would actually do it the other way around, which is what I ended up doing on one side, after I just found it really fiddly. The other thing that was annoying was closing up the back here. I would have liked if this was something that I could have left swingable so that I could see the interior detail that's there. But as I'm doing mine as a land option, obviously I'm going to have it closed. But also, trying to have it closed and line up nicely was a real pain. There were some great guides for if you wanted to have it open, but if you wanted to have it closed, it was really hard to get it into position nicely to do that. Other than that, I mean, those are my negatives on the kit, right? And the other negative was this front panel here. It just would not sit in nicely and still allow the gun to rotate. This took me quite a while to get that to sit nicely. And still there's some gaps, and I'm not 100% happy with the fit there, but it's done now. And yeah. Anyway, I thought it was a really lovely kit overall. I really enjoyed my time building it. It came together quite nicely, even if some bits were a little bit fiddly. I think, having a look at the kit here, it looks like we'll have enough to at least do most of the hatches. We're going to struggle with some of the hatches. I think just the front ones, though. Oh no, we got front ones. But we are going to struggle with a lot of the hatches on this variant, and getting it as a secondary hull. But it's not the end of the world, really. And hey, I'll find some use for it. Maybe as a terrain piece, as a half buried in rubble BTR or something. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video, and please like, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching Urban History.